to another edition of Entrepreneurship from the Bible. Entrepreneurship from the Bible. And today I'll be treating the letter F. And you know that I get very emotional about these points because I see, many people watching this stream as billionaires and millionaires already by applying all of these simple principles that I believe would help them. Matthew chapter 6 verse 22 says, if your eye be single, your whole body will be flooded with light. So in today's stream we're going to be talking about focus. Everybody say focus. Yeah, focus on what is important, one business at a time, and then build an automated system around that business before you think of diversifying. The problem that I've found out about young people, especially young Christian entrepreneurs, is that they have many ideas, they have many things that they want to bring to light, and for some reason they want to try to put everything out at the same time, and that's where doing business gets tiring, because they are putting their energy and they are expending the energy in multiple directions. Now, if only you can practice the principle of focusing on one business at a time, you would see the drastic change in the kind of results that you begin to get in your business. Remember, if your eye be single, your whole body will be flooded with light. If you are struggling with your business and you're wondering exactly why, I think you should ask yourself, am I passing the focus test? Am I passing the focus test? How many businesses am I doing at a time? How long does it take me to stay in one business before I jump into another? If you're under the sound of my voice and you are doing business simply because a neighbor, a friend, a colleague is doing that same kind of business, I can assure you, you're already on the road to failure. And I'm not cursing you, I'm just telling you what's the reality. The truth is, you need to find a business that you can resonate with. Focus on that business. Ensure that you are able to build an automated system around that business before you think of diversifying. I always tell people this: you have your entire lifetime to do business, so don't be in a hurry to go into it now. You can't go into that business 1 year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, but you need to focus on the focus. Yes, I said that. Focus on the focus. At every given time, you must have one business that you are focusing on. And before you think about diversifying, one of the things that you should always do is to ensure that you have built an automated system. And what do I mean by an automated system? You have built a system where whether you are in that business or not, the business will run for you. Until then, please don't diversify. I'm not saying diversification is wrong. Diversification is very good. We'll get to that at another stream. However, you must do it in a certain way. That's the only way you can get multiple or maximum results from what you are currently doing. I put myself as an example. I do multiple things. I have a 9 to 5. I do business. I have my family. But if you ask anybody about me, the first thing they would tell you is that she's a pastor. Do you know why? I have focused on my focus well enough that people cannot misinterpret who I am. Whether I'm doing business or I'm doing a 9 to 5 or any other thing that I am doing, everybody knows me first of all as a pastor. Do you know why? Because the first 4-5 years of ministry, I did not combine ministry with anything else. I focused on my focus, and when I saw that there was already a system on ground for business, I then could take in a job and to be able to sustain myself. All right. So I'm saying that to say that it's not wrong to diversify, and please don't get me wrong, it is never wrong to diversify, only that there is a timing to diversification. If you want to get maximum results, like I said again, focus on one business at a time. Build an automated system or a structure around it. Thrive there. That's very important. Thrive there before expanding. I'll tell you this for free. If you practice this principle, you would even have multiple amounts of money to do other businesses. I used to tell them this in our church all the time. I always use a salonist as an example. I said, if for example I was a salonist and I wanted to practice this principle, it's as simple as, number one, I'll start by offering my services as a hairdresser. So I'll begin, to make people's hair and make money. Do you know that will be my focus for maybe the first 6 months to 1 year of my business? And then I'll begin to save up money and keep money for another stream of my business. So what are the other streams of business that a salonist can do? Number one, person can make wigs. So I will not concentrate on making wigs yet. I'll keep doing home service, helping people to make their hair, and then once I've done that successfully for a long period of time, and I now have money that is enough for all the gadgets that I need for making wigs, I will then tell my customers, if you need me, call me, and then take my attention away from just making people's hair to making already made hairs. And then the moment I start to do that, I have diversified within the same area of business, and I am making money. I'm making more money. I still have many things to do. So for another period of time, I'll focus on wig making. I'll start making money both from making people's hair and from making wigs. I continue my saving culture, and then once I'm able to do that, I save up money, and then I can open a proper salon where I can begin to do pedicure and medicure. Now you see that I have started one business, but within the space of 4 or 5 years, I may have had like 20 businesses out of that same business. It's not wrong to diversify, but it's very important that you focus on the main one. The only way people will know that you know how to make hair and they will come and patronize your wig is when you have made their normal hair and they can see that you are good at it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? So you must understand that when you focus on one, it also gives you a leverage for every other business that you try to do within your space. So understand that you need to focus on one thing at a time, one business at a time. After that, build an automated system around the business. After that, try very well in that business, and then you can diversify. Thank you for watching. I hope this blessed you, and I hope to hear your feedbacks, your questions, your comments. If you have any of that, please drop me a comment in the comment section, and I'll definitely respond to it. See you next.